Netflix has a new adaptation of the classic story Lady Chatterley's Lover. Let's see if it's worth your time. Hey everybody, my name's Justin here. I try to watch everything that hits theaters and on streaming services like Netflix. If you guys are like me, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more up and coming content. After falling out of love with her husband following a war injury, Lady Chatterley pursues a torrid affair with the gamekeeper on their estate and begins to uncover her own internal biases. I didn't know the story Lady Chatterley's Lover going into this. I did see some Netflix posters. It looked a little steamy. And it looked like there were going to be a lot of sex scenes, and that's exactly what this is. Upon research, this was released in the 1920s and wasn't released into the United States until 1959 because it was famously banned for obscenity, use of F words, C words, and crude depictions of sex. So we got a lot of that in here. We have Lady Chatterley, who moves to this estate with her husband. He has a war injury. You can immediately tell that they are falling out of love. He is handling all of the business and she wants more. She has these desires that her husband cannot fulfill anymore. So she comes across their gamekeeper on their estate and starts an affair. This is a romance film that I just did not buy into the romance in it because it involves a lot of cheating and going behind your partner's back. There's just a lot of that within here. At times, it's a hard pill to swallow. We have Emma Cornyn in here as Lady Chatterley, and I really like her performance. You can see that desire in her to experience something new and want to be someone different. At home in her estate, she has to be this lady and she has to be kind and respectful. And she doesn't want to be that way with Jack O'Connell's character. She wants to be like somebody new. And the film does explore that. And there's some conversations between the two that she doesn't want to act a certain way. And when she's in her estate, she has to be like put in this box. She has to act a certain way. So this is a chance for her to fulfill her desires and then also be someone new. And I really like Emma Cornyn's performance. She conveys those emotions that she has in the beginning of the film with her husband, and her husband not be able to fulfill these desires that she has because of his war injury. And we see that kind of blank state with her as she is talking to her husband or handling some of the business at the estate. But when we have Jack O'Connell's character, her character is slowly starting to progress, and we see a change in her, and we see that those lighthearted moments from this character and some of those emotions and how she's starting to fall in love with this gamekeeper. I also like Jack O'Connell in here. He's a soft, kind person, but at times when it comes to those sex scenes, it does get a little graphic and a little rough as well. I like that tender character that was present within this film. He kind of kept to himself, but when it came to his relationship with Lady Chatterley, he was all in with that. The film looks really good. Besides the sex scenes, I like the estate and the costume designs, the way that this film was set up. There's a lot of detail in here for the costumes or the setting, whatever it is. I was pretty impressed with all of that. Now, this film does not hold back with the sex scenes, but they aren't like graphic. I mean, there's a lot of sex scenes in here. I was trying to count how many there were, and I just kind of lost count. They aren't really that graphic, but they definitely are here within this film. For a good majority of the film, they just served as a way for Lady Chatterley to have her desires fulfilled, but then this film started to progress into that relationship between the two, and you start to see the love, and then it started to shy away from them just having sex all the time. It moved into them doing other things together, swimming or laughing together, and starting to build that relationship. So I'm glad that the film just did not focus all on the sex between the two. There was so much more involved within this film. It's not a terrible film. It's just not a film that I'm going to want to rewatch. I was looking more into the film for like the relationships and that progression of the two and the performances. They are really good in here, and the costume designs, the set, all of it looks great. There's that slow progression for these characters and the love that they have for each other. You honestly feel that despite how you feel about it being an affair and her already being married and wanting a divorce. No matter how you feel about that, you do see that genuine relationship that these two have and the love that they have for each other and how it's slowly starting to progress to the end of the film. So Lady Chatterley's lover was steamy. There was a lot of sex, just be warned. It's in here. It does not shy away from it, but if you can kind of look past all of that, there is some decent performances in here and some progression of a love story throughout. So before I give you my score for Lady Chatterley's Lover on Netflix, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer reactions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. And if you'd like to see where Lady Chatterley's Lover ranks amongst all the other 2022 releases I have seen this year, follow me on Letterboxd and there you can find my ranking. I'm going to go ahead and give Lady Chatterley's Lover a B-. Thank you guys for checking my review for Lady Chatterley's Lover on Netflix. Have you guys seen it by chance? What'd you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.